But here we go. Game 1 between eggsoup and Doppey. Orion Hattori. On King's Pass. Oh no, eggsoup has gotten exactly what he wants. Let's see if Doppey's able to keep up.
Eggsoup's gonna have a grand old time playing around in the shenanigans zone on this one. And I already taste the gimps. It's gonna be a lot harder because both Spear and Lance have trouble with gimps. Pretty much the only tool you have across both those weapons is just Lance ground pound. It's basically the only tool.
Eggsoup trying to go with those neutral airs. Doppey, yeah, well I guess the one thing that he's got with advantage in this on this map with those weapons is that if eggsoup gets below him in that zone, he can toss those weapons down there quite easily. Ooh, an excellent GC side stick to cover Egg's aggressive option. Both players using neutral lights, but eggsoup winning out on the trade. It's that sideline decider, but the weapon toss from Doppey connects. But, ooh, the downer!
Oh.
Wow, Doppey going for a valiant attempt to end eggsoup's stock, but doesn't quite work out. Knowing he's not going to get back, does as much damage to Egg as possible before losing his stock. Tosses 2 spike balls in a row. One connects, one doesn't. Doppey goes for the weapon, finds the lance, immediately throws out a down air, but eggsoup is getting that damage fast on this stock as he's taking this lead into his advantage. There's a downer, the weapon toss lands. Doppey tosses the weapon again, the recovery, it kills. Excellent throw game from Doppey.
For sure. The one thing Doppey does have going for him is definitely those massive weapon hitboxes, and if he abuses those throw combos, he can very easily take the advantage in this game. But we see eggsoup doing a pretty good job of using weapon throws himself.
Ooh, goes for that ground pound immediately, gets punished.
Oh, no.
That might be the stock. No, Doppey gets back with the recovery. That was insane conversion from Doppey, though, to be able to take advantage of that offstage situation from eggsoup doing that really greedy ground pound. Doppey goes for that D-light, doesn't connect. Eggsoup looking for the side air with the sword, gets hit by a weapon toss from Doppey. Doppey just picks up the spear and doesn't do any follow-up whatsoever. He gets hit by a side air, and eggsoup finds him off stage once again.
Doppey is in kill percent, and he finds the down sig. Eggsoup taking a pretty commanding lead over Doppey.
Doppey finds the spear. Eggsoup tosses the sword off. Ooh, Doppey trying to hold on to the spear right now. Eggsoup hits him on the head with that down air. Goes for a side air. Both players just throwing out side airs for the spears right now, but Doppey's at a solid stock deficit over Eggsoup right now. Trying to hold on to the spear, get as much damage as he can. Goes for that throw game. Eggsoup has nothing to do with it. Goes for a side light into a neutral light, into a neutral air. Doppey sent into the yellow. Doppey tries to land the downer, and the neutral sig actually connects, sends him to the orange. The weapon toss, the recovery, no, doesn't land. But Eggsoup's getting a decent amount of damage dealt onto him. If Doppey can keep this up without taking any more damage, ooh, the charge recovery, he might be able to even this up 1-1. The bomb doesn't connect. Eggsoup goes for the ground pound, and that doesn't hit either.
That might do it. It does. Doppey's pretty high health right now, but eggsoup, they're both on 1 health, or on 1 stock.
And Doppey's actually denying the weapons for Eggsoup quite well. And the thing that Doppey's doing that Exo didn't when he was against Eggsoup is staying out of that center zone of King's Pass. And it's actually doing quite well for him. But Eggsoup actually winning out on damage right now, just being unarmed. Doppey comes in with the neutral into the recovery, but Eggsoup gets that down air. Eggsoup ground pounds into the middle of the stage, finds that spike ball. Doppey holding onto the spear, continuing to deny weapons from Eggsoup. Eggsoup has gotten no weapon drop. It's only been gadgets. There he goes. He finally gets a spawn in his favor. Finds the sword. Doppey lands with the neutral air. Recovery doesn't connect. Eggsoup finds that side air.
Oh my goodness, that side air to downlight to side air combo was insane.
What? Eggsoup, what are you doing? He just tossed the mine to the platform. I think he thought I was going to go through it.
Kill percent.
What was that? Doppey holds on to the lance. Goes for that down sing. Eggsoup had a solid lead on the stock. Goes for that down sing himself. Oh my gosh, Doppey holding on to the spear. Goes for a down air. Ooh, 2 spears
The entire
in a row.
dynamics of this game completely changed now because suddenly Egg is in kill percent. Doppey can kill with so much.
Goes for a slide charge down sink. Eggsoup just throwing out nair after nair after nair. Finally one lands. Doppey made a mistake staying in the air that long against Eggsoup's sword, but that scared me. Seeing that mine.
Poor little heart.
Yeah, I mean, I can know from experience. I have done that to myself with bombs before, trying to throw them through like the platforms of the Great Hall. But to see Eggsoup do that with the mine, that instant explosion, nearly killing Hattori with how low her defense is, not the lowest, but pretty low, was quite scary.
Doppey heading into the think tank, trying to decide what legend he wants to play against Eggsoup. Gonna take a moment while Doppey thinks about what he wants to play.
Yeah, Eggsoup.
It's hard to say.
To get some water as he waits. It's
So like,
difficult.
Doppey has a few different choices, right? He can stick with Orion, which might actually be a good idea, especially since he gets to pick the stage this time, and he
Right.
doesn't have to play on King's Pass. He did pretty good with Orion. Like, he did a really good job of spacing and everything, and he might definitely choose to stick. But he also has the option to switch over to Asuri, try to out-aggro eggsoup. If he feels like he's good enough, or if he feels like he's a good enough aggro player to out-aggro eggsoup, that might be his option. Or he could go hyper-defensive Nash, which it would be an interesting choice, because he did just get out-aggroed by, who was it, EXO or someone? No,
I'm trying to think
it
of the
was,
last match they just played. It was against
Pugsy
that is
out-aggroed
correct,
him,
yeah.
right?
Absolutely out-aggroed him with Budvar. Yeah, two matches in a row.
So maybe Nash isn't the answer. So it's definitely a hard decision where you have to really weigh the options of, or the pros and cons of each legend pick. It's hard to say who he's gonna go with. I don't even know. You could pick anyone, and I think they all have their merits.
And that's probably what's going through Doppey's head right now. That's the benefit of the Asuri coming out.
So he does want to out-aggro eggsoup. Okay.
So that's the approach he's going
This
to
will
take.
be interesting.
I'm not sure what to see from this. I want to see what map they're going to as well. I didn't see what they agreed on, but quite an educated
Anything
counter
other than
pick from
King's Pass.
Doppey, and Mammoth Fortress is what we see.
Okay. Both of these players starting off with weapon finds. Exit getting the early damage. Doppey really hasn't found anything yet. He's almost getting put into the orange before he's hit a single move on eggsoup.
Doppey throws
Really
it
wants
away, goes to
the
the
guitars,
guitars. But eggsoup, okay, there we go. Gets him with the guitars, gets that sidelight. An excellent string from him, following him into the orange, the down air, and goes for that charge neutral sig. That was a little greedy, but eggsoup doesn't punish. And the second Doppey picked up these guitars, he took the game away. Hits him with another side air. No damage has been gotten from eggsoup onto Doppey yet. There's a neutral air, but Doppey's actually able to follow it up. Eggsoup's already in the red. Goes for that signature and actually does connect. Ground pound, no. Goes for the side air. Neutral air, eggsoup sent into the red. Eggsoup struggling to get past Doppey right now. Doppey's like a wall of claws as he holds onto the Asuri and her guitars. Goes for that recovery, eggsoup goes for the cider. The neutral signature gets punished by the cider, and Doppey takes the lead. Out-aggroing eggsoup indeed.
Remember earlier in the tournament when I said I'm not sure if Antipop has better guitars than Doppey or not?
Yeah, we could take that back. Doppey putting guitars to a lot of testing against eggsoup. Eggsoup's just trying his hardest to do anything about Doppey, slowing it down a little bit for eggsoup. But there's the D-Light Cider. That should probably end it. And actually, he didn't end up taking too much damage on that stock. I'm worried for Doppey if he gets the sword, however. Picks that up. There he is. He finds it. Goes for a
He's
D-Light
not bad with sword, though. Like, I don't think... Maybe he can't win the mirror matchup, but he can trade evenly. Like, he's not... He's played a lot of swords in his time.
Doppey holding onto the bomb, tosses it into the air, goes for that unarmed combat, tries to pick up the weapon, but Eggsoup's ready to deny it. Eggsoup knows that the next weapon drop that Doppey is going to get is the guitars. There it is, he finds it, but only after taking a lot of damage. This is a recovery, sends Eggsoup into the red. Another recovery is going to be able to destroy Eggsoup, but there's his signature, sends him flying, tosses the guitars into the air, goes deep to be able to cover Eggsoup's recovery, and that's the neutral sig. That was amazing! Waiting so long, Doppey just hovered in the air there, making Eggsoup absolutely terrified to get to the ledge. Wait till he went high, used the neutral stick to catch him, throw him into the stage, and off the map, taking the lead. Doppey being excellent with the guitars on this Asuri. Waits for him to come in, goes for that neutral air. Holds on the guitars, jumps in with the side light, but gets punished by a neutral light. That ground pound not connecting, and Doppey's able to get even more damage on Eggsoup. Goes for that D-Light recovery, doesn't quite connect, and Doppey waits for that signature so that he can punish him with the side air.
Wow, Doppey's guitars are actually just insane. Like, what I'm watching is like old Doppey. This is what Doppey was when he was doing hardcore tournament stuff.
These signature
like
follow-ups were amazing, and then Eggsoup barely clips with that downer to kill him below the stage as he goes for a ground pound, but Eggsoup's already in the red. Eggsoup, excellent job denying the weapon from Doppey. Doppey's going to have to get through all of his swords once again to be able to get back into those guitars. But something that's so impressive to me is Doppey's signature usage on Asuri. That has been what's taking this game for him so far.
He finds the guitars.
Because he's even using his signatures to put himself in a position. There's a downstig again. He's using them to put himself into a position to follow up with more aerials. And he's doing an incredible amount of damage to Eggsoup as he lands them. Chasing him everywhere around the map. Eggsoup holding onto the sword, goes for that neutral sig. The recovery clips him, sends him flying, but doesn't quite kill. Doppey picks up that weapon to deny, holds onto the bomb, gets the guitars once again. Ooh, that down light doesn't find any follow-up, goes for the side air. eggsoup ready to follow up. Ooh, the down sync doesn't quite connect, but he doesn't get punished. More signatures from Doppey. I'm kind of scared for him now. He's taking a lot of damage.
eggsoup, of course, a very, very talented player himself. He's definitely looking to get this win as well.
Ooh,
but I want to see this go to a game 3.
Doppey goes for the down sync, barely misses on that side air. eggsoup tries to punch the neutral light. No, that's signature is so risky.
It kills off the top, the ground pound.
Wow, Doppey must have been incredibly damaged for eggsoup to be able to take that. eggsoup saying, what the heck was that angle? Doppey saying that made no sense.